In light of last month's arrest of former Union City Pet Shop owner Oscar Cardenas, one family was willing to tell Hudson County View their heartbreaking story of losing their puppy Marley, which they purchased from the store. Hudson County View reported on Friday that Oscar Cardenas was arrested last month on animal cruelty charges based on the conditions of the Lucky Pet Shop on New York Avenue in Union City, subsequently working out a plea deal for the charges during his first court appearance. Jackie Chong, a single mother, and her 15-year-old son, Aiden Vaval, were gracious enough to invite us into their Weehawken home to discuss the trials and tribulations they encountered as a result of purchasing their bulldog puppy Marley. Chong recalled that the dog was purchased for $1,500 on December 23rd, the day her oldest son Christian got engaged, before bringing him home on Christmas Day. Unfortunately, Marley almost immediately showed signs of being seriously ill.
Later, it was about 2 days later,
It was Christmas Day.
Yeah. We found out that he was having some medical problems. He was having a lot of diarrhea and things of that nature, and we brought him to a vet. He said that there was a parasite in the dog, and he prescribed us like some
anti-diarrhea.
medication. Yeah, things of that, like anti-diarrhea, like something to kill the parasite, and like vitamins. And we gave him that for the amount of time that he told us to give him, and it didn't work. So we went to a separate vet who gave him a different thing for a different parasite, I believe, and different diarrhea medication as well. And we gave him that for a little while, and again, there was no luck.
Chong said her family was quite fortunate with the initial medical bills, as the first 2 vet visits only cost $187. However, that was of little consequence when Marley's health continued to struggle.
He never got better. We gave it to him for, I have all the dates inside and the receipts, but we gave it to him for probably about a week. And the day before the huge snowstorm, I came home from work, and there was literally blood everywhere in the house.
Yeah, throughout the time that he had diarrhea, there was a lot of blood.
But this time was like a lot of blood. The dog was not
on the floor, right here.
everywhere.
Yeah,
where you're standing, all that. The dog was extremely dehydrated, which I have pictures. I have everything.
Yeah, he was bad. He
we
was
were looking
really
for
really fast.
Yeah, like he was going. He couldn't even walk. He was falling, and he's never gone like that bad.
Chong further explained that at Marley's 3rd vet visit, this time at Hoboken Animal Hospital, the pup needed IV treatment for dehydration and was once again suffering from parasites. The medical costs totaled nearly $700 this time around. Things got even worse on February 13th when Chong returned home from a wedding and Marley began suffering from seizures.
Friday I went to a wedding. Saturday I came home, and when I walked through the door, like he always does, the dog comes jumping on me. And as soon as I picked him up, seizures, like one after the other. Like he just started seizing, like non-stop. Like his head was back and forth and stuff coming out of his mouth. And they told me that if he sees more than 4 times within 24 hours, that's bad. He did it within 45 minutes.
She rushed her family's beloved pet to the Oradell Animal Hospital in Paramus around 8 p.m. that night, where she had to write a check for $2,200 to compensate for the intensive care. By around 2 p.m. on Valentine's Day, doctors said Marley had suffered facial paralysis and it was unlikely that his condition would improve.
She said, Jackie, I wouldn't blame you if you put him down because he's not going to get any better. He was having congestion in his lungs where he was getting filled up. He couldn't breathe on his own anymore. They had given him 3 different, seizure medication, not working. So she told me it was best to put him down.
While the story had a tragic ending, with the family receiving his ashes just yesterday, Chong and Vaval's eyes lit up when asked if Marley was still able to showcase his personality during his short stay in their Oak Street home.
The first couple weeks we got him, not that they were great because of his health, but he was, he ran around.
He was a happy
all the
dog.
time. He was a happy dog.
For 3 months, almost 3 months, we had him. We did the best that we could, and he was happy.
Yeah, he had a lot of toys.
He played and...
Affectionate dog?
Yeah. really
extremely
affectionate. He was spoiled.
affectionate. He was. He was spoiled because he's so sick and he was so tiny. He fit in the palm of our hands when we got him.
Chong added that she has spoken to Cardenas recently, and he just doesn't sound sympathetic about the whole situation, also calling the conditions at Lucky Pet Shop disgusting, blaming only her own ignorance for not seeing the severity of the situation then. Finally, Chong said that anyone associated with Cardenas at the Lucky Pet Shop should be ashamed of themselves, saying through tears that she promised Marley his death wouldn't be in vain.
They should be ashamed of themselves. They should definitely be ashamed of themselves. They should be disgusted because, you know, these poor animals have no voice. And when I put that dog down, I looked at him in the face before he went down, and I told him that I will make him pay. That I will not stop until I see them in jail.
Those who would like to help Jackie and her family can donate to the cause on their GoFundMe page. I'm John Hydas with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.